ladies, so we've learned about how to do our skin work and our muscular layer, and now we're gonna do organ layer. So with this one, you're going to go in a little bit deeper in on your scar tissue work. Scar tissue is kind of like butter. It takes a while to be able to soften. So you may not be able to go down as deep with this one right off the bat, but what you wanna do is find your pubic bone and then go off to the side of the pubic bone, and then you're gonna come in about, I don't know, 2 fingers width in, and that's gonna be where your bladder is going to sit. So I like to just let my fingers kind of sit on that tight tissue, and you can kind of wiggle it side to side, but it'll start to sink down deeper and deeper into the tissue, just like it does when you put your hands on butter, and it takes a little bit of time for it to soften into that butter. So once we get down here, or for you, if you're doing this yourself, you might have your hands here off of the pubic bone and just letting it come down. To me, it kind of looks like a pinball machine, and you can kind of play your fingers like the pinball keys, if you know what I'm talking about, side to side. And with this, what you'll find is your bladder may not move as well side to side. For her, it moves really well going in this direction, but then is a little bit more stiff on this right side going towards the left. So I want to try to improve that tissue mobility for her. So this can help with any kind of lower abdominal discomfort or bladder urgency and frequency for some people, but that lower abdominal pain, like for myself, once I worked on creating this tissue mobility, it helped to improve that for me. So same with your hands around this bladder area, or for you, if you've got them this way, you want to try to feel if it's more tense going towards one direction. If I hold that gently for a little bit, see if that improves, and see if I can move it a little bit further. So I'll check it again. How does it move to the left after holding it? How does it move to the right? It does pretty well. If you find like it's not moving or giving at all, you can go the opposite direction. So instead of holding it in a state of tension, you can actually decrease the tension by pulling it towards that area, and then holding it here for about 10 seconds or so, or more. Typically more is better. And then you can release it and see how does that tissue move again. Moves pretty well. On the left, moving towards the right, still pretty, has a lot more distance. So now we're gonna go move it the direction that it's moving better. And then she's tight going up, so we're gonna also move it down. So now I'm just stacking it in the ways that it moves easy for her to get it to release, because her tissue is more tight. But you can stack either the tight tissue, or stack meaning doing the up and down, side to side, clockwise, counterclockwise, in all directions that it's tight, or you can do it in all directions that it's loose, and see which way that your body responds well to. So typically with any of the C-section scar work, the skin layer, muscular layer, and the organ layer, again, you don't want to do the organ layer until you get released from your doctor. But this would be like 3 to 5 minutes of your day, guys. So you're not spending a ton of time. You're being very gentle with the techniques, and a little bit every day goes a long way and to help remodel this tissue. And that's our main goal. We want to gain mobility in the tissue here. If it's healing and it's healing tight, it's not going to move well. So tissue that's tight is not strong when it comes to the muscle layers. And when we get into trying to strengthen the abdominal tissue, we want to make sure that this is staying lengthened. So that's why we're really trying to get in here and move the scar tissue so that we can create a lengthened muscle, so then we can start to tighten up the muscle tissue with any of our pelvic floor and core work. So that is the organ layer, guys. And if you have any questions, just let me know.